decided to crash on me for some bizarre reason. So hopefully we get into back into the race. So I do apologise. Decided to throw a hissy fit, which I'm not going to be able to spectate for a moment. So I do apologise that I missed quite a bit of the race. So my apologies from my end. So it looks like Dean Atkinson for Team Continental at the moment pushing on with Steve Stones in second for Team Hancock, followed by Nate Fletch, followed by Brian Moncani for Team Pirelli. I do apologise yet again for any inconvenience, guys. It's decided to crash on me when I tried to view a replay, so I want to see what happens to Ismail. But looks like Sampa's trying to make a move on Brian Ross at the moment. It does look like Team Hancock at the moment are struggling, but they've got one of their lead drivers, Sampa, for Team Continental, though, trying to make a move on the Team Hancock driver Brian Ross at the moment. So as I say, I do apologise. I had no idea what had happened, but we should be back up and running. But as I say, I do apologise. It kind of wasn't the best, but Sampa up into 5th place for Team Continental now, so they have a car 5th and 1st at the moment. Currently Adam Morgan for Team Hancock in 6th, followed by Brian Ross. Nate Fletch is up into 2nd for Team Continental. So we do have Chris Wheatley in 8th for Team Pirelli, but looking at the battle for 5th, 6th and 7th between Continental, Hancock, the two Hancock guys. As I say, I do apologise, I have no idea what went on. Tried to throw a replay and it crashed on me, so yes. So we are on lap number 2 out of 15. It looks like we are going to be in for a very interesting, it does look like, though, from what I'm seeing, Chris Wheatley for Team Pirelli trying to push on. It's going to be probably 4 cars going down the hill. Oh my days. What is going to happen? Nick Sargent in 9th for Team Continental trying to push on, but is he going to make a move? We've got Pokovic in 10th, you've got Craig Thomas, followed by Lee Fitzy, followed by Gareth Morris, and then obviously Michael Watson, Ismail Nemri. As I say, I do apologise for any inconvenience. I tried to view what happened to Ismail and the game sort of crashed on me, which I didn't like, so never mind. But we've got Nate Fletch and Dean Atkinson leading the way for Team Continental at the moment. Both cars are trying to push on. Steve Stones in 3rd for Hancock at the moment. Brian Moncani leading Pirelli's chances at the moment, trying to make amends for their race 1 defeat to Team Hancock. The Hancock guys currently 5th and 6th at the moment. It does look like Team Pirelli driver Chris Wheatley has got past Sampa, but also Nick Sargent for Team Continental also has. So the two Continental guys are 7th, 8th and 9th. Got Pokovic in Team Pirelli in 10th at the moment, and then obviously Lee Fitzy for Team Pirelli leading the race, leading that bit of a battle between Hancock driver Gareth Morris and Craig Thomas for Team Continental. So the Welsh boys at the moment are running kind of a bit lower as Craig goes for an early bit of a move. So you've got Sampa for Continental, Pirelli for Chris Wheatley, and obviously Hancock drivers as well. But that's allowed Dean Atkinson for Team Continental to eke out that advantage. Same with Nate Fletch, followed by Steve Stones for Hancock. Then you've got Brian Moncani, and obviously, who was that? Clipped the wall. That was Brian. Was that Gareth Morris or was it Brian Ross? No, it was Brian Ross. Clipped the wall there. So Hancock driver Brian Ross clipped the wall trying to go through that chicane. It's not one of the best chicanes. You got Ismail Nemri now in 10th for Team Pirelli, but it is looking likely the pit stops are going to be pushing quite a bit. These guys got Pokovic for Team Pirelli putting his team ringleader from race 1, Lee Fitzy rather, under threat. You've got he's trying to also put he's got Gareth Morris for Team Hancock trying to push on quite a bit as well. But just remember, these guys are going to have to probably make a pit stop. It does look like Nick Sargent though in that Continental BMW will be preferably the next time round. I believe they are going to make a pit stop. We'll see exactly what happens for quite a spectacular moment or two. But it looks like the guys that are about to pit are all going to jump in, so this is going to be close as you like. Are the guys going to get their pit stops done in time before the likes of Adam Morgan get round the final chicane? This is what we want to see. We are going to see a battle in pit lane between Continental, Hancock and of course Pirelli. Most of their drivers now are going to be pushing, and it is going to be a probably spectacular race. So it is going to be interesting to see what happened. So we should see what will happen this time round. We do have Ismail Nemri in 14th, Michael Watson 15th, but we'll see what's going back on, because it looks like the guys that were in pit lane beforehand have got out in front of the guys that were in pits before. So we are on lap 5 out of 15, so we're still at the halfway point roughly. We do have Dean Atkinson leading Continental's charge, followed by Steve Stones in the Hancock Hyundai, trying to put the Continental guys a bit of under pressure, but it does look like Nate Fletch trying to do exactly the same. But as Dean focuses trying to push away, he's got to be careful because he has got Hancock driver Steve Stones behind him. It is going to be close as you'd like though, going into that sort of battle, so it will be close. So yes, it will be fantastic. So we'll see what goes on for this time round. But looking at what is going to happen, it looks like Steve Stone's trying to make a move on Team Continental driver. It looks like Continental have got their tyres kind of in a different planet, or should I say a different continent compared to what they're doing. But Dean Atkinson at the moment leading Continental's charge, but he's got to be careful because the Hancock Hyundai's of... Oh, he's clipped the wall. He's clipped the wall, which has allowed Steve Stones to try and push on. Adam Morgan also there. It's going to be 4 wide, is it? Team Hancock rather have a bit... Oh, that's unfortunate. Team Hancock had a bit of a collision together, which has allowed Adam Morgan now to try and get alongside Dean Atkinson. It's going to be close as you'd like. Yes, it is going to be very close. We're on lap 6 already. I don't know what's happened to obviously my leaderboard, but well, not the leaderboard, the lap time, but we do have Dean Atkinson followed by Adam Morgan, followed by Nate Fletch doing a stellar job this time round. But Team Pirelli driver Brian Moncani trying to push on, trying to get up into 4th from Team Hancock driver Steve Stones. At the moment you've got Chris Wheatley and Samper, and of course Lee Fitzy put in a swamp. It looks like the Welsh guys are going to try and make a lot of moves here. So it looks like excuse me, Lee Fitzy in 7th, Samper in 8th, followed by Gareth Morris. Lee Fitzy goes into pit lane. Was he going longer? No, he wasn't. It looked like he was going into pit lane for a moment or two. Trying to distract the commentator there by the looks of it. Gareth Morris now in 8th. Samper now in 9th. Craig Thomas trying to make a move on his Continental teammate. It's going to be close as you like between these guys. We do have Brian Ross for Team Hancock 11th. Pokovic for Team Pirelli in 12th. Ismail Nemri under threat from Team Continental driver Nick Sargent. This is going to be close as you like. We do have... Oh, Ismail's clipped the wall though, going into that chicane. Cost him ground. We've got Nick Sargent for Team Continental though in 14th at the moment. Michael Watts for Team Hancock in 15th. Adam Morgan though up into first place for Team Hancock with Team Continental drivers Dean Atkinson and Nate Fletch, obviously reverse order at the moment, in 2nd and 3rd. Steve Stones for Team Hancock also in 4th, but he's under threat from Team Pirelli. Team Pirelli are ganging up on Steve Stones for Team Hancock, so Brian Moncani leads the Team Pirelli brigade at the moment, so the brigade of Team Pirelli swamping Team Hancock at the moment of Steve Stones, but it looks like Team Hancock also are trying to push one of their drivers up front, which is Adam Morgan, so it just kind of looked like we are going to be in for a close proximity finish. So we're on lap number 7, or well, starting lap number 8 now, so it's going to be closely. Fitzy trying to make a move on his Team Pirelli driver Brian Moncani for a moment or two. So we do have Steve Stones for Team Hancock pushing quite a bit. It does look like they are going to be being spectacular. Gareth Morris though in 7th. Chris Wheatley though for Team Pirelli. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it there, which is our Team Continental driver Craig Thomas in 7th, along with Team Continental driver Samper in, of course, 8th. Brian Ross for Team Hancock now 9th. Pop Motorsport, aka Pokovic, for Team Pirelli in 10th. Chris Wheatley now 11th, but currently being chased by Ismail Nemri in his own Pirelli Alfa Romeo, with Team Continental driver Nick Sargent trying to literally push for 12th place at the moment. Yellow flag up ahead. Samper's lost it for Team Continental. That's not going to do him any favours. Dean Atkinson 14th for Team Continental, and Michael Watts for Team Hancock at the rear of the field. But what has happened, because Team Pirelli driver Lee Fitzy up into first place. This is spectacular stuff. It looks like when they do that, it looks like they're going into pit lane, but they're trying to confuse the living daylights out of the commentator. But Lee Fitzy for Team Pirelli, followed by Team Hancock's Adam Morgan there. Adam Morgan trying to push on quite a bit. He's going to be far and wide, it does look like, though. We do have Nate Fletch in Team Continental, so we do have the 3 tyre manufacturers, 1st, 2nd and 3rd, so this is going to be great stuff. We do have though Gareth Morris for Team Hancock under threat from Team Pirelli driver Brian Moncani. Oh, the ball clipped the wall there. Craig Thomas trying to get past Team Hancock driver Steve Stones, but he's put in under a lot of pressure. He's been almost swamped. Brian Moncani's been swamped by both Craig Thomas and of course Steve Stones at the moment. He's got to be careful. He's trying to make that move back. It's going to be close as you'd like though. Let's see exactly what's going on. We do have a lot of battles galore. We're on lap 9 out of 15, so we're not far off towards the end. We'll see what's going on in a minute. Pirelli versus Hancock, so the Hancock cars at the moment, whether they are struggling, I don't know. But it looks like the Pirelli cars are trying to get, obviously Hancock are working to a degree to try and work, see what's happening further back. Ismail Nemri from Chris Wheatley, so Pirelli guys are 10th and 11th. Samper for Continental in 12th. Dean Atkinson for Continental in 13th. Michael Watts for Hancock in 14th. And Nick for Continental, I don't know what's happened to Nick, but he's now 15th. So it does look like we do have a battle on hand. We do have roughly 4 laps to go in this race. It is going to be probably close proximity, and we do have some very, very close racing left. We do have Pirelli from Hancock, followed by Continental, followed by Hancock. Continental there for Craig Thomas, though into 5th. And then you've got Brian Moncani for Pirelli. So it does look like at the moment though Nate Fletch is under threat from Team Hancock. Driver Gareth Morris. Gareth Morris, where's he gonna go? Looks like they're gonna be very fantastic battles. It does look like Gareth Morris though will go on board with Gareth for a moment or two. Will go on board trying to get past that Continental BMW of whilst Steve Stones has gone for Team Hancock. That's not going to be good because it's going to be close as you like. Looking at what is happening, Gareth Morris though is putting that Continental BMW under considerable amount of threat. Looks like Nate Fletch is going to push on. Is he going to do it? No, he's not. He's lost out to Gareth Morris. Gareth Morris now gets 3rd for Hancock. So Hancock are 2nd and 3rd in this race. Looks like Nate Fletch will push on quite a bit, ready for another charge going on to lap number 11 out of 15. So we've got Craig Thomas, the ringleader of Continental, close behind. So we do have quite a bit of close proximity. We do have Brian Moncani for Team Pirelli, putting Craig Thomas probably under much more pressure. Looks like Continental Tyre at the moment is doing okay. We do have Brian Ross in 7th for Team Hancock, and obviously Bokovic for Team Pirelli in 9th. We've got 8th over the 2 Pirelli twins of Chris Wheatley and of course Ismail Nemri in 9th and 10th. They have Samper in 11th, Michael Watts in 12th for Hancock, and obviously Nick Sargent for Continental, now 13th. Dean Atkinson, don't know what's happening to Dean, but he's 14th for Continental. It's going to be close as you like though. We are looking what is happening, but is Nate Fletch going to push on for Gareth Morris, or is he going to settle for 4th place for Continental? As I say, it is all down to the teams this time. It's not down just to the individual driver. It is working as a team as we do get towards the latter part. We do have 3 laps to go this time round when across the line. It is going to be close as you like. It is going to be probably interesting because Brian Moncani in that Pirelli Alfa Romeo 4C trying to go down the hill. Is he going to try and make a move on the outside? No, Nate Fletch closes the door, but Brian Moncani gets the inside, which is allowed Nate Fletch unfortunately dropped down to 5th now. It does look like there is a lot of close proximity, but it's going to be close as you. Yeah, close for. Oh, Nate Fletch clips the wall though. He's clipped the wall. He's held up his teammate. So it looks like Craig Thomas, Continental driver, got his teammate there, but it looks like with 3 laps to go, or maybe 3 laps to go, should I say? Yes. Looks like the Continental boys are going to have a bit of a battle together. Brian Ross for Team Hancock in 7th. Pokovic for Team Pirelli in 8th for the moment. Chris Wheatley also for Pirelli in 9th. Then you have Ismail Nemri for Pirelli also in 10th. But you've got Samper for Continental, Nick Sargent for Continental 11th and 12th. Michael Watts for Hancock in 13th. Then you have Dean Atkinson for Team Continental in 14th at the moment. But what is happening between the 2 Continental BMWs of Craig Thomas and of course Nate Fletch? Are they just going to play it safe because it is now getting towards the latter part of the race with 2 laps to go. Is going to be probably fantastic. Brian Ross though for Team Hancock, pushing Nate Fletch all the way for the Continental Tyres BMW of Nate Fletch, trying to hold off Brian Ross for what would look like 6th place at the moment. It does look like there is a lot of things ongoing, but we're going to see what happens. But obviously Nate Fletch has got past Brian Ross has got past him, but it does look like we are in for a sensational battle. Michael Watts though, what's happened to him? He's now dropped, and as he had issues, Lee Fitzy has a bit of a spin, which is allowed now Team Hancock to take 1st and 2nd with Adam Morgan and of course Gareth Morris. So Team Hancock are going to have to push to get away from Team Pirelli, and Team Pirelli obviously need that vital win, otherwise it does look like Team Hancock will escape with the wins. Brian Moncani up into, well, is still 4th, Craig Thomas in 5th, Brian Ross for Team Hancock at the moment 6th, Nate Fletch for Team Continental though 7th, Pokovic for Team Pirelli in 8th, same with Chris Wheatley in 9th, Ismail Nemri in 10th for Team Pirelli, Samper for Continental along with Nick Sargent 11th and 12th, so both Continental drivers 11th and 12th. So at the moment it is close. We do have Dean Atkins of the Continental also 13th, but we are on the penultimate lap, so we have 1 lap left with Adam Morgan for Hancock leading the race from his teammate and obviously countryman in the Hancock Hyundais. They are looking likely they are going to be on a massive charge towards the end of the race. We do have Lee Fitzy leading the Pirelli brigade in 3rd place at the moment. It does look like Brian Moncani in the other Pirelli Alfa Romeo 4C pushing on quite a bit. Craig Thomas for Continental, flying the flag for Continental. So it looks like Continental. Oh, Brian Moncani loses it. So that's allowed Continental now up into 4th, and Hancock rather up into 5th. So Brian Moncani for Pirelli not obviously not having that, didn't need to have that spin. It does look like we've got Nate Fletch for Continental in 5th, Pop Motorsports aka Pokovic in 8th, Pirelli. We do have the 2 Pirelli twins of Chris Wheatley. Oh, Pokovic goes off wide there. Oh no, he's lost ground there. So he's now given the Pirelli twins of Chris Wheatley and of course Ismail Nemri 8th and 9th, but he's still controlling it for 10th, but it looks like he's going to be slowly running out of fuel. Then we've got Continental Samper 11th, followed by Nick Sargent who drives for Continental. It looks like at the moment were we as close as you like, but it does look like we were on the penultimate, on the last lap. I do apologise. So Adam Morgan for Team Hancock actually takes the win from Hancock teammate Gareth Morris. So it does look like Hancock rather, couldn't get my words out, have done a spectacular job this evening. So Hancock take a 1-2, followed by Pirelli, followed by Continental, followed by Hancock, followed by Pirelli, followed by Continental, followed by Pirelli, then Continental, then Continental. No idea what Dean Atkinson is doing. Don't know whether he's lost control or he's just had a bit of issues just to try and get going. He's almost out of fuel. So Continental round out the field. So it looks like the 2 Hancock of Michael Watts and of course Steve Stones sadly didn't finish. So it does look like from what I've seen, I'll get the race results, but it did look like my game decided to throw a hissy fit. So yeah, it's congratulations to Adam Morgan taking a Hancock 1-2 with Gareth Morris chased him down all the way to try and see what happened between the Hancock drivers. It does look like Lee Fitzy takes Pirelli onto the podium yet again. Continental though have a bit of work to do going into the next round, with Craig Thomas being Continental's high-flying finish. Brian Ross for Hancock pushed on quite a bit to see how well he could go. Brian Moncani for Pirelli with a bit of a spin. Then we did have Nate Fletch in Continental 7th. He was doing quite well for a podium, but I believe it was a couple of mistakes. Chris Wheatley and Ismail Numri for Pirelli 8th and 9th. Then you had Pop Motorsport also for Pirelli in 10th. Sumper and Nick Sargent and Dean Atkinson, both all three for Continental, 11th, 12th and 13th. Michael Watts for Hancock unfortunately had mechanical issues, and Steve Stones for Hancock also had mechanical issues. But Lee Fitzy takes the fastest lap 14. Pirelli with a 1:38.555 on lap number 13. So that is going to be fantastic going into the next race of the championship. I am not too sure where we will be next week, but hopefully the Tyre championship will be up and running. It will be spectacular. It will be great. I cannot believe how well things have gone this evening. I'll tell you this, it is going to be fantastic. I can't believe how well things are going to go. But it was going to be class as anything, and it is an absolute class race league itself. I'll tell you this, it is going to be fun, and I can't wait to see exactly what is going to happen with the rest of the season. And we do have a lot of things ongoing, but hopefully next week we will see whether Hancock or Pirelli or maybe Continental take the other spoils. But Hancock, just to reiterate, that they are a dominant force at the moment. But it is going to be fantastic. So until next week, guys, I will see you then. But I will also see you as of Friday for the Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs Toyota Yaris Championship, where we will be at Largo East, just to get that out there, and it will be a very good one. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what will happen. But yes, my voice is now slowly but surely going, and I'm going to have to top up on fluids. But yes, guys, I will see you next week. Well, I'll see you Friday, but I'll see the guys in the Tyre Manufacturer League as of next week. But yes, guys, take care, and I've been on the one and only Hoppers. So until next week, guys, take care. Ta-ra.